You have to starve in order to feast.
What did you think you were going to become?
I stopped living with fear today. Fear liked to drag me down to the lowest points of this town. It would knock my head off my shoulders on the nights when I was alone. It liked to remind me that I didn't like certain things about my life. But like I said, I stopped living with fear today. I'm leaving fear behind like a bad friend or a bad habit. You know what? Maybe fear is just a bad habit that runs inside our heads. If we fear or if we don't, the same exact outcome is going to surface from any situation. It's not even worth it to let that bad habit tie my head into a knot that I can't undo. When it comes down to it, we tie the knot with our own two hands. There's too many nights to count on these two hands and these 2 feet where fear has been my best friend. It's the worst friend I could ever ask for. It made me hopeless, and it made me lose faith in the fact that everything works out. Fear is not an ideal best friend, but there's some nights where we feel like there's no other choice. I know you've been there before. I've been there too, and I'll be there again, I'm sure. Whatever is supposed to happen will happen. All the puzzle pieces will fit together, even if we feel like they never will. It's kind of like when it's raining, but the sun is out at the same time. You know what I'm talking about? I always found that to be very weird when that happens. But eventually the rain will end, and the sun will make everything bright again. The sun will always soak up the rain. The rain never just stays there forever to lay in puddles and make our shoes wet. And your fear shouldn't stay there forever either. I guess what I'm trying to say is, in a sense, let the sun come out in your head and soak up your fear. This past summer I was driving through the middle of nowhere. The middle of nowhere is a good place to leave all your bad thoughts behind. There's plenty of open fields and old houses that need to be filled with something, so why not your fear? I left behind the negativity and the complicated stuff that everyone put in my head when I was growing up. I left a lot of my thoughts on those lonely highways to be driven over and forgotten about. That's okay with me. I wouldn't have it any other way. Things in your life pass, things in your life die. They stay the same, people come and people leave. Eventually you have to let those things go if they don't make you feel something inside. A small town can make you realize it's time to throw away the biggest fears. We all need to have a little small town inside of our chests. Keep things simple and don't complicate your life to the point of no return. Turn around today and stop living with fear. I stopped living with fear today.